inside the Deku tree. I'm so disturbed. Right away, we have some Deku plants that actually fight back. Ah, yes, the nut. I would make a joke, but I think it speaks for itself here. So, for the record... Oh god, what? Oh. Oh my god. Look, Link, you can see down below this row using up. Really? Wow, I can really see a whole lot. Thanks, Navi, for interrupting me to tell me that. Navi is kind of a controversial character in Zelda. A lot of people don't like Navi a lot. And I'm on the fence of, I want to like Navi, just in terms of like the plot. But in terms of gameplay, I agree. Navi can be extremely annoying at times. Oh god, what is that? Skullwaltula. Be careful not. What kind of a name? I never knew that thing was called a Skullwaltula. I just called that thing a Skulltula. Okay, well, I'm gonna ignore that and open this chest now. I said I'm gonna open this chest. Ah yes, the dungeon map. Now we can see things. Oh, for God's sakes, that was 2 steps! Thanks, Navi, for wasting my time. Oh. Oh, you see what I mean? So right now, Navi is basically interrupting my game to tell me that in order to open the door, I press A. Thanks, Navi. Never would have figured that out without you. Shield these guys. They're pretty lame. No. You're supposed to, like, catch up with them. Ow. Forgive me, Master. Master? I'm scared. Wow, I scared him so much he pooped out his heart. Time to eat it. Now, knowing Zelda, this is probably the main item that's gonna allow me to progress. It's like I know how this game works or something. Call me crazy, but that slingshot doesn't look all that special. It looks like a normal-ass slingshot to me. But whatever. Alright, let's do this. There we go, now we're gamers. By the way, there's no indication other than Navi that you're allowed to shoot this thing. Because that makes sense. Alright, let's see. Up here, I think it's a heart. Yeah, thanks for wasting my time, game. Really appreciate that. Ah, yes. Tiny nuts. Seeds. These are the ammunition for your slingshot if you run out of them, just so you know. God, just go on the ladder. Alright, now that we have our slingshot, we can kill these Skullwaltulas. God, I hate that name. Do you drop anything important? Yes, you drop more ammunition, so I can kill your kind. I did not mean to use the Deku Nut. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. If you can Z-target, you can worry less about having to aim. Ah, yes, the speed at which Link climbs vines. It's not the slowest in this game. Certainly not the fastest, but it's no Twilight Princess in terms of how slow it is. This thing is like a fully grown Skulltula. There we go. Jump attack them so you can get them in one hit. Otherwise they... Oh, okay then. Now in here, you need to get a Deku stick and then light this torch. Get used to that puzzle. Every freaking dungeon uses them, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we have these things. They're super duper temporary. Alright, let's open this chest first. That's a waste of time. Go ahead. Okay, this thing over here. This is a golden Skulltula, and they drop gold tokens. There are about 100 of them in the game. You want to kill all of them for 100%. I will be doing that. Alright, just... Why did I throw another Deku nut? I guess I could show what the nut does. It kind of... If you play Smash Brothers, you know what this thing does. It just paralyzes them. That's how you get Deku sticks out of the attacking Deku Babas. Jump. Jump again. Jump once more. Kill the Deku Baba. And get another stick. Cut the grass. And open the chest. Now, because we got the dungeon item and the map already, I'm gonna guess, with my big brain, that this is a compass. It's like I know how this game works or something. I should clarify, this series isn't a let's play. Like, I'm not doing anything like Fire Red, at least for the time being, where I just play the game mostly unedited for a series of parts. This will just be like a long play kind of format, almost. That's how I'll go about this. Ugh, got him. Now, what you need to do is something that I actually tend to suck at. You gotta roll and head down that thing, and then, yep. Okay, good. I did it my first time. I had a failed recording of this video, and that took me like 3 times, so thankfully that wasn't the case this time around. As I mentioned, there are 100 Skulltulas, and what if I told you that the second Skulltula was in this room right now? There it is. Yes. 2 slingshots is all it takes, and now we gotta climb up there and grab its token. Okay, now for this guy, this is the 3rd one, and to get its token, you just gotta jump off there, and there's your 3rd Skulltula. I think that's the last Skulltula in this dungeon specifically, so, you know, good on you. Now, this guy, grab your stick, land here, light it up. Pro tip, you can pretty much beat the entire game with 1 Deku stick, because once you have a Deku stick on fire, if you bring out your sword, you'll not waste the Deku stick. And yeah, the Deku sticks will burn after a while, but if you're a pro gamer like me, you won't have to worry about such things. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. God, what is with these Deku scrubs? The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? I don't really care, so I won't answer your question. Now, in Legend of Zelda, if there's an eye, you shoot it, even if the eye doesn't belong to you. Just shoot it. This seems like an interesting room. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Well, gee, considering that now of all times Navi tells me this and there's water in this room, I'm gonna guess there's something under the water that I gotta hit. Would you look at that? It's like I understand the principles of design. At least in terms of video games. Now this is a timed thing. You need to jump on this platform while the water's lower so that you can go under the spikes. They give you way too much time to do this because, yeah. Now, if I know anything more about game design, I'm guessing that another tutorial from Navi's coming up, so I'm going to collect these 2 things of seeds now. Yep. Pay attention to what the action icon says. So once again, Navi is explaining to you the principles of pressing A. I mean, guys, the controller on the Nintendo 64, although complicated by today's standards, it only had, in theory, 2 buttons to press, and one of them was your sword, so what other button would you press to do stuff? Okay, so this room, think of it as like a farming room. You have these Deku Baba that do nothing but sprout, and you can just stock up on sticks. If you're curious, the max number of Deku sticks you can hold at a time is 10. So we'll just do that and head through the door. Now over here, guarded by this web, is a plain ass Deku Baba. I don't know why there's a web guarding it, but whatever. Probably a dupes, but it's not a very effective dupes. Oh, hang on. We're gonna turn around to see what that is in a second. How bad could it? Oh, oh God! What the fuck? What the hell are these? Goma larva. Well, that's a really cool looking enemy design. Sure would be a shame if these weak enemies here that look this cool show up in this dungeon and never appear in the game again, because these are cool designs. Oh God, it's another one of these. Slow, 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 slow. Before anything else, push this block down. If you don't, you will be kicking your teeth for the rest of this dungeon. Here's how you do this part. Hop down. Light the stick. Jump on the block. Climb up. And roll.
Ah, te bañaste.
There we go. I'm gonna die for this. Oh, I don't have to dive for the hearts. Never mind. So much for using the dive-in function this game spent so much time telling you. Okay, now here are the brothers. You know the order. Oh, that's not the shield button. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 23 is number 1. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. Sure, that makes sense to me. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Well, given that they just told us how to kill someone by the name of Queen Goma, and we just fought enemies called Goma larva, I'm guessing that that's the person in charge here and that they're in that door. Also, the skull. Ooh, lighting. Gasp, it's like all the other times the door closed behind us. Oh, look at the lighting now. It's real dramatic. Well, let's look up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, ooh. Are y'all ready for the lamest boss in this entire game? You better stop! That's it. That's it. That's the entire boss. You could probably beat this thing in one cycle if you didn't miss your jump attacks like I did. That was easy. And now, in true Hylian fashion, I shall consume its heart. Wow, look, a magic blue light thing that I'm just not gonna question and step into. Something tells me speedrunners really like this room. Well done, Link. God, why is his mouth still open? Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? I'm kinda tempted to say no because I have no idea what he does if you say no, but I don't want to because he explains some important background knowledge. And if you're watching this video and you're still sitting through it and you have no idea what Zelda is, this is a pretty good history lesson for you. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Oh God, why are we going into his mouth? Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, with his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is near. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast a curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. It's also the third in the Generation 3 games. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Anyways, back to the normal, cheery, uppity Kokiri Forest music. Hey, Link, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault! Oh, not up, Mido. I did everything I could. I don't see how you contributed to helping. Well, that seems to be all there is to do in Kokiri Forest for now, but I wanted to check out something before we headed off to Hyrule Castle. Head up here. What? The Great Deku Tree wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? Bruh! Yes, he just said that. Let me explore before we do that first, though. The Lost Woods. Well, we don't want to go in there yet, because that doesn't seem to be a location of interest. What's this? This statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. So in other words, we have no idea what that thing is. Well, it seems that with nothing else to do, at least nothing that would be relevant to our request, that is, I suppose we should go head off and exit the forest. We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? What? Holy crap, wait, so the Kokiri die if they leave. Jesus Christmas, and he's telling us to leave, assuming we're Kokiri. He's trying to kill us. Forest folk shall not leave these woods. I don't really count as forest folk, so I guess I need to leave. Oh, you're leaving. That's not terrible. Where the hell did you come from? You're gonna die, sis. I knew that you would leave the forest. Someday, Link. Because you're different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. It was at this moment that Link realized he had no idea what an ocarina was. You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C and press C to start playing it. On the... God, is it gonna explain how to play this damn thing? Jeez, come on. We could figure it out by messing around within the controls later. We don't have to ruin this technically important moment with you tutorialing us. When you play my ocarina, I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit. I'm sorry. Why does he just run away like that? What a dick. Link is such a dick. Hyrule Field. Apparently, no Kokiri can pass this point because if they do, they die. But hopefully, such a thing won't happen to little old Link here. Oh god! It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet the princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Dick move? This is one of those dick moves in gaming that's kind of like infamous. The fact that they by default put your cursor on no so that if you're just mashing A, he explains everything again. Alright then, I'll see you around. Hoot, 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 hoot. By the way, that owl's name is Gabora Gabora. They never tell you his name nor explain what he's doing here and why he's just explaining stuff to you, but that's who that is. That's Gabora Gabora. Well, we're out now in the great wide open, free to do whatever we want, and surely everything is gonna be— oh. Fuck this noise, I'm going home. Wait, what? Saria and Link will be friends forever. Why does she say that in the third person? You're creepy. No wonder he ran away from you.